Watch when people start signing in. And hi guys, we're live here from Cango Wildlife Ranch. We're just waiting for a few more people to join in on the live stream. And then we'll get started.
Trying to focus.
Alright. Alright, so yeah, like I said, we're just waiting for a few more people to sign in and we'll get started. Alright, so there's 12 people already. Welcome guys, thanks for joining in. Leandra's over here. Say hi. Sorry, the light ain't great, so just keep zooming in and out. Alright, so yeah. Alright guys, so we're going to get started. Like I said, thank you for joining us here with our first night of the After Dark event, where I'll be sleeping in some of the enclosures for the next 7 days. So tonight we are inside the temple. Alright, it's already quite dark in here. I'm just going to take a little walk. Okay, you can just barely see. Later on I'll take a torch and we can have a little bit of a better look at the animals. So right now our first stream, which will be always at 6 o'clock, and then we'll be doing 3 streams every night. First one 6 o'clock, second one 9 o'clock, and then last one will be at 11 o'clock. Alright, every night at the 6 o'clock live stream, a different guest will be joining us, and we'll be chatting about their experiences here at the ranch and everything. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so the whole reason why we're doing this, why I'm spending some time at night in the very cold weather out in the enclosures, is basically as a fundraising event. Alright, so as you guys know, with COVID-19, the ranch is closed and has been closed since the lockdown started in South Africa. That means there's no visitors allowed to come. That means there's no money coming into the ranch, no income, which we need to keep these animals going, keep them alive, feed them, vet costs, electricity, everything. So that is why we're doing this. I love being at the ranch, but I'm not a big fan of sleeping in 2 degrees Celsius. That's why I'm doing a little bit of a challenge at doing this. All right. So like I said, Leandra is joining us. So I'm going to be asking her a few questions now. Basically, just about her experiences here at the ranch. So just so that you guys are also aware, we do have our masks, but it's just for the sound. We will be keeping our social distances away from each other just for safety. So yeah, say hi, Leandra.
Hello.
All right, so Leandra, tell me, how long have you now been working at the ranch?
Well, I actually started beginning of last year, around February, so it's just a little over a year now.
Okay, just over a year, all right. And what do you do at the ranch?
Well, I'm an animal caregiver, so basically that implies that we come in, we clean their enclosures, we make sure that their home is nice and clean. We also feed them, and then we get to spend some time with them, build a strong bond, and then when the ranch is open to the public, we are actually fortunate enough to take in visitors to meet our beautiful animals and spend some intimate time with them as well. So that's basically what a caregiver does.
Okay, all right. Then also tell me, what is the best thing about your job?
The best thing about my job, I would say, is definitely the animals. I'm an animal lover at heart, so that's one of the major things that actually draw me to Cango Wildlife Ranch. And so basically, because we have to bring visitors in with our animals, we need to know them very well, and the animal needs to know us very well as well. So the best part would be the bonding part.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, just like humans. Each animal has their own unique personality. So it's our responsibility to get to know them on a more personal base, basically see what their dislikes are, what their likes are. So yeah, that's the best part, I would say.
All right, sweet. And tell me, interesting question for you now. What would you say is one of your more difficult or less light tasks in your job?
That one, I would definitely say, is the cleaning of the poop scoop and the poop brush. So the cheetahs, they can leave a pretty strong, what do you call it, the smell of the poop can be
aroma.
Really, aroma, there we go. It's pretty strong, especially when it's nice and early after a full belly of cereal. And then we need to clean those brushes and poop scoops, and that's not as fun as it sometimes splashes all over the place.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, so then, seeing as we're doing this basically because of the lockdown and COVID-19 that's right across the world, it's affecting everybody. Tell me, how does the situation that we're in with the ranch being closed affect you as a worker here at Cango Wildlife Ranch? How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts on it?
I would definitely say that one of your major feelings is the feeling of uncertainty, as you're not sure what the future will hold.
Yeah.
Will the ranch, will we be able to stay open? Will we be able to maintain and look after all of our animals?
Right.
That's one of the main reasons we're actually doing this. So definitely uncertainty of my future as well as what the ranch's future.
All right, sure, no problems. Yeah. So yeah, it is a worry for us. These animals are like our family, and we do need to make sure that these guys survive, and that's why we are here every day as essential workers, taking care of them, making sure that their lives carry on and they get the best support they can possibly get, and get their basic needs still taken care of. Okay, so now I'm going to start throwing it out to you guys. Sorry, I'm just going to turn the camera like that. Okay, sorry for keeping it back that way. Unfortunately, I can't see any comments, guys, at this stage. But yeah, I'm going to be throwing out a few true or false questions to you. And just some random info about some of the animals. I want you guys to try and guess if these are true or false. All right, it'll just be 5 random questions for you guys. The animals that we have in here are obviously our large Malaysian flying foxes, the blue Duiker, as well as some Decken hornbill. So there are some of our flying foxes. Sorry guys, the light is not of the best. We are doing this at night, so we'll have to look where the blue Duiker is. But then also, yeah, we've got some starlings in here. Inside the fish tank we have got yellow spotted Amazon turtles, Chinese softshell turtle, as well as Malawian cichlids. Alright, so the first true or false question that I'm going to be asking is, the Malaysian flying fox's scientific name is Pteropus vampirus. Does this mean that they drink blood? True or false? They drink blood. Their scientific name is Pteropus vampirus. Okay, I'll give you guys some time to think about that. Remember, you guys, you get different types of bats. You get the mega bats and you get your micro bats, and they do eat different things. So have a little think about that. Alright, and then in our second stream I will be doing more information about the animals, problems that they're facing, what they are up to at night, and we'll be looking at that type of stuff. Alright, okay, so some of you guys have answered those questions. Have we got some answers in there? Okay, Sondra, we've got one answer. She says false. Alright. Okay, so we'll wait for some more answers to come through. So this little guy that you see swimming here is a yellow spotted Amazon turtle. Alright. Okay, I'm going to go on so long to the next question, next true or false question. Alright. Blue Duiker, the little antelope that we have in the temple over here. She is a omnivore, which means she eats fruit and as well, and other plant material as well as meat. Right, so blue duiker, antelope species, they are omnivores. True or false? Nadia saying question 1 false. Thank you. I'll give you guys the answers once we've done all the questions. Okay, so we're just having a look where Didi is, our blue duiker. Oh, there she is. In the back, we won't shine the torch in her eyes, obviously. Be respectful for her. So there's Didi, our blue duiker, one of the smallest antelope species that you can find, the smallest in South Africa. Alright, are they omnivores? Okay, question 2, blue duiker, true or false? They are omnivores. Okay, Tanya, you saying true for question 2. Alright. Okay, with your answers, if you guys want to maybe say question 1 true or false, question 2 true or false, you can also keep track of that. Okay, Nicole, they eat everything. Nice. Okay. Alright. Now, we'll go on to the next one. We're going to talk about the Chinese softshell turtle. Oh, our big yellow-spotted Amazon girl has made a little appearance. Alright. So, the Chinese softshell turtle. True or false? The Chinese softshell turtle excretes 50 times more urea out of its mouth than it does out of its cloaca. Alright. True or false? The Chinese softshell turtle secretes 50 times more urea out of its mouth than it does out of its cloaca. Okay, so you can't see very clearly right now, but she's just hiding in the corner here, the Chinese softshell. She'll come out in a second. There she starts moving. Alright, there we go. You can see there, very smooth, leathery type shell. Okay. And she's disappearing again into the back. Okay, so that was the Chinese softshell. True or false? She secretes 50 times more urea out the mouth than the cloaca. For those of you that, just to clarify, cloaca is a common opening for the anus and sexual organs for some animals like your reptiles, your birds, marsupials. Alright, just to clarify that. Okay. Okay. Hi Paige. How's it going? Alright, Lumeri. Welcome. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining us. Alright. Okay. Question 4. The cichlids that we get in here, alright, they occur only in Lake Malawi. Okay, you get various species and genus of cichlids. The cichlids that we get in here, there's 2 main different genuses, and of each genus, the Pseudotrophus is about 24 different species, and then the Lunacara, that's got about 22 different species. Alright, so they only occur in Lake Malawi. True or false? Alright, let's go give this a try from the top. Let's see how that looks. Okay, various colors and patterns on them. I'll give you guys in the next live stream at 9 o'clock. We will be going into a little bit more detail about each species that we house here, problems that they face out in the wild, just different things that we'll talk about. And if you guys got questions then I'll try and answer those for you as well. All right. Okay. Question 4 from Siobhan True. Okay. Then question 5. Okay. Question 5, we're going to talk about the Decken hornbill that we have in the temple here. Okay. They all hiding in the bushes, unfortunately, at the back over there. If you see the torch moving, they're in those bushes there. All right. So Decken hornbill, true or false? The male closes the female in the nest once she lays her eggs and cares for her until the babies are too big for her to fit in the nest with them. All right. So I'll repeat that. Decken hornbill closes the female in the nest that she cannot get out of her nest while she is laying on the eggs, and while the chicks hatch up until a certain point that they are too big, there goes the girl, for her to be in the nest with them. True or false? So he feeds them every day and brings them water, everything. Great dad. True or false? Okay. True. Okay, Patrick, question 5, true. You're saying it's true, all right. Okay, so Leandra's also still with me. She's trying to spot some of the animals for me as they move around here in the dark. It's gotten quite dark here in the temple already for us. So we're just working with the torches now pretty much. All right. Charlie, false is a man, okay. Siobhan, question 5, no male is close me anywhere. Okay, some interesting answers coming through here. Okay. Okay, Leandra?
Yes. Well, just to throw a little twist in your game, Delano. Let's see how well you know me.
Alright, you want to take the camera?
I'll take the camera.
Alright, so Leandra?
Alright, so question number 1, Delano.
Yes.
The adult cheetah that I train, his name is Thor.
Thor. For those of you who don't know, we do have a cheetah on the ranch named Thor. So I'm going to say false.
False?
False?
That is correct.
Okay.
So the cheetah that I'm actually training, his name is T'Challa.
Alright, there we go.
Alright.
Marvel theme there.
Marvel theme, got it.
Alright.
So question number 2.
Yes.
I actually started working at Cango Wildlife Ranch as a student animal caregiver, and then I became a permanent animal caregiver.
Let me just think back now. I'm going to go with true again.
That one is correct.
Alright.
Alright. Question number 3. I am more of a dog person than a cat person.
I'm going to go with true there.
That is incorrect.
Oh, wow.
I am more a cat person than a dog person. Right, question number 4. I almost lost my foot once.
Almost lost your foot once. That's a difficult one. I'm going to say that is false.
That is true.
Okay.
It happened in a cycling accident when I was still a young child. Young child. Alright, and then the last question is, I am a morning person.
You're a morning person. Well, how I saw you this morning, how you looked, I'm going to go off the... Right, so those were the bats. As you can hear, they're quite loud there. I'm going to go with false there.
That's correct. I am indeed a night person, a night owl.
All right, cool. So I got one wrong.
I think you got 3 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 out of
so
5.
you know me pretty well.
All right, cool. That's good. All right, so guys, to give you feedback on the questions that I asked, let's see if we've got any more comments, any more questions that have come through. Or okay. Tanya, question 5, true. Alright. Okay. Welcome everybody that's watching. Ed, Jason, Jenna. Okay. Okay, so question number 1. Alright. Alright, so the Pteropus vampirus is their scientific name. Okay, so that bit is true, but they do not drink blood. Alright, so that is false. They do not drink blood. Although you do have your vampire bats, the Pteropus vampirus is not one of them. Alright, I'm just looking if there's any more stuff coming through here. Okay, then question number 2, blue duiker, are they omnivores? That is true. They are one of the only known species of antelope to eat meat as well. Alright, so they'll eat carrion, things that have died, for example. Alright, they're not going to actively go and hunt something, but they will eat meat. Okay, then question number 3 was the Chinese softshell. Alright, and the question was, do they excrete 50 times more urea through their mouth than they do through their cloaca? And that was also true. Okay, they do secrete 50 times more urea through their mouth, the study proved, and that has basically got to do with them living in brackish water, water that's quite salty. So what they then do is it makes that they don't have to drink as much water to help clear out the urea, and they secrete the urea in their mouth, and then they just rinse it out in the water. They'll dip their head in the water, rinse the head out, and that washes the urea out of the mouth. Alright. Then yes, the cichlids that we have in here are Malawian cichlids. Alright, they come from Lake Malawi. Huge lake. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about them in the next live stream. And then the last question about the Decken hornbill. Yes, he's a great dad. He does look after his children and wife pretty well. So what happens is when the female sees its time, or when the female is about to lay eggs, she will go into the nest. They will pretty much close up the entranceway of the nest, that there's just a little slit in the center, and then he will pretty much feed her, bring her water every day. Anything that if she's hungry, he brings her food. He looks after her the whole time in her own little maternity ward until the chicks are too big and she can't fit in the nest with the chicks anymore. Then she will leave the nest and then help raise the chicks from outside, like he's been doing the whole time. Alright, so pretty determined dad and husband, looking after his family like that. Alright. Okay guys, so hi Karika, hey Joe, thanks guys. I really appreciate you guys all joining in, taking part in this, and just being part of this initiative. It's quite an interesting one for us. 2 years ago, I did a vulture sleeping for 48 hours, and now we're just pushing it a bit further with the 7-day one, where I'll be sleeping in the different enclosures. Like I said, this is basically to bring to you guys as well what these animals do at night. And this is not something that we get to see very often. Even us that work with these animals don't get to see this very often, and don't get to see what our animals are doing at night. So this is quite unique for us as well. For me to be in here with some of these animals will be quite cool. Like we also said in the videos, it's a little bit spooky. The ranch is got lots of... That's quite noisy. The ranch has got a lot of stories. Bobby, one of our famous guys that used to work at the ranch, who is actually a model of him in the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, because he had false teeth made out of crocodile teeth. There's a lot of stories about him and these ghosts still being on the ranch and creepy stuff happening. So that's something that I've got to deal with as well. Looking forward to having all the different guests on every night. And then our wonderful marketing department decided to throw another spanner in the works. And with each day that we do these, they have provided challenges for us. They've asked some of our colleagues to come up with dares and challenges for us to do. We did one already today, which was filmed, and they will be posting it most probably a little bit later by the 9 o'clock stream, what we did. So to give you guys a little bit of a hint, it's got to do with the bats and them hanging around upside down and feeding. So me and Leandra both took part in it. There were some interesting noises now at the back, and Leandra's face just changed a little. Alright, so yes guys, stay tuned for the rest of the streams that we're going to be doing, as well as the posts that we will be doing on how the days that we've done during the day. Some of the posts will be with the live stream, and we'll be doing that on a daily basis, and then also challenging some of you guys out there, some volunteers that have been at the ranch, also to do the challenges as well afterwards. So some of our ex-volunteers, be afraid, we're coming for you guys.
Be very afraid.
Yeah, like I said, Leandra helped me today with one of the challenges, and she took part in it as well. So yeah, any questions going forward guys, feel free to post. I'm looking here now if there was anything else, any other questions that has come through. Nothing really. Sorry? No. So I'm not going to be doing true and false, just had that question with Leandra to see if she knows me. I won't be doing that, I won't put her through that unfortunately. I'll be nice to her. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be any more questions. Hi Tony, you here for the bats? Alright, so yeah, I'll try and get some more nice footage a little bit later of them. They are quite busy at the moment, moving around. So yeah, and then I'll also be talking a little bit how the ranch was designed, how Mr. E, the owner, how him and Mrs. E thought about the design of the ranch, and each enclosure has its own idea behind it, and a lot of thought has gone into it. So we'll be touching on all of those things as well for you guys to get the backstories. They've been here for over 30 years, so it's really nice to be part of this whole project that they have got going, and the work that we do educating people, which is so important in today's world, about these animals that we've got and that we look after and that are ambassadors for the species. Alright, so for now, from me, that is pretty much it guys. Leandra, do you have anything to add?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Alright, so did you enjoy the little bit of time that you spent here with us?
Most definitely, I enjoyed my few minutes of fame.
Alright, cool. So yeah, we've done some live streams over the past few weeks that we've been in lockdown now. If you guys want to go back, have a look at those as well in the meantime. We've had some fun stuff, some informative stuff. We've done some nice enrichment. So yeah, have a look at our Facebook pages, and stay tuned for further streams that we will be doing as well through the night. Okay, thanks a lot guys. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Bye bye.